Now let's see how you could overcome stage 2. And by the way, remember, sometimes you're going to have things on stage 2, but you're going to have some other areas in your business that you're still going to be stage 1. That's fine. It's very common. If you are on stage 2 today, I want you to realize what are you missing from stage 1 and then go back and build the pillars correctly on stage 1 so you could then build on stage 2. And stage 2, the archetype you kind of have to live is the hunter. And the hunter is way more strategic than the warrior. The warrior is the one that goes in front of a line and just fights, right? The hunter steps aside, kinds of looks where everyone is. He has to be very patient. He has to choose your battles and say, okay, I'm going to go to that client, I'm going to that client, I'm going to go to that client. If you want to go against everyone, you're not going to have enough time and you're going to lose a lot of time and energy. So you have to be very, very selective and start figuring out who works and who doesn't work. And by the way, there's clients that they could buy, but they take you a very long time. You have to be very selective on how much you serve them or how much time you dedicate and all that. By the way, at Growth Institute and at my consulting firm, every year we choose what clients not to work with anymore. The clients that you serve on stage 1 and 2, if you want to serve them all in all the stages, you're going to go crazy. You're going to have to, at one point, say, hey, now we're much better doing this. Now we charge this amount of money, or we expect this relationship with the client. And then just raise the bar and say, hey, the next level, we're going to work like this. If you don't want to work with us like this, then we're not going to serve you. And it's very important on stage 2 that remember, your biggest issue on stage 2 is not having enough cash. You're going to be struggling for cash and everything is going to be a space for you to go and grab cash. The best entrepreneurs, they are able to really stand and say, okay, this is something that's worth it. This is something that is not worth it. I just don't have the time. All right. So focus on finding the right customers. Be persistent, no matter how many times they'll tell you no. You're going to hear way more no's than yes on this stage. It's okay. It's part of the game. We're going to give you a tool on how to overcome this. Be very patient. If you see a hunter and they're like waiting for the prey, and you have to wait for the perfect moment to do your moves. You have to learn how to be patient. And of course, you have to build personal resilience to be able to accept a lot of no's, be patient, and see a lot of failure. Remember, in stage 1, you kind of understand your product market fit, but now you still have to figure out the product, how are you going to sell it, serve it, and the rest. Now you start going from a very small number of clients that you were testing. Now you start replicating that, and that's when you start growing your business.